Hey, what's up guys? It's the Q&A video I said I was going to make, and I'm actually making it because I tend to forget to do these on occasion, and again, I want to try to make these consistent, so questions in the comments, please. I didn't get a whole lot for the last video, but I'm going to answer the ones that I did get both through the community page and on the video that the video I posted saying I wanted questions. So let's get started. So first question in the lineup is from Sobi. It says, are you going to do more vlogs? I love watching them. Yes, actually. I actually have a vlog planned pretty soon. The main thing is my life doesn't really, I don't do a lot of traveling, so there's not a lot of things in my life that are worth vlogging about, though I do have something coming up that may involve a pair of scissors in this, and so I might be doing a vlog about that. So yeah, should be pretty exciting. Hope to see you guys there. All right, and the next one is from Doodle Dearest. Has everyone, family, and close friends managed to stay safe during this crazy time? If so, I'm glad, and if not, hope for their health. Yeah, everybody's been fine. The area I live in, like, the hit we took for what's been going on with the pandemic has been fine. I actually am probably one of the more higher at risk people because I'm considered an essential worker at my job, so I am dealing with people on the daily, so I do end up having a mask that I wear all the time, and I've been working more with inventory recently, but yeah, in general, everybody's fine. We've been doing all right with the riots recently, because I know that wasn't actually a thing going on when this question was posted, but yeah, Hagerstown area didn't really have any riots. We had a peaceful protest in front of the police station, and we've got a few people who are still standing downtown holding up signs, but no violence, nothing like that. So it's been pretty good so far. I've been very surprised with the calmness of everything going on here in Hagerstown with the other events, and then in terms of the pandemic, everybody's good. So thanks for asking. Alfred, Girl Pals, asks, why is Jar Jar Binks hated by everyone? You asked this in a stream, actually. You've asked this a few times in a stream. Like, my Star Wars fanboy reasoning is because it just didn't really seem like he was a character that fit into the world, though, I mean, they made it work from a storytelling perspective, from a movie storytelling perspective, if I can speak. When it comes to that perspective of telling a story, if the prequels had been their own little group of movies with nothing prior to them to set the standards, I don't think that there would be a problem. I think that, yeah, if that was the tone of the entire series and there was no other Star Wars movies except for those three, that's a scary proposition. But if the prequels were it, I think he would have fit in just fine. He probably wouldn't have been nearly as hated. The problem is more in line with the fact that we had the original trilogy, the first three Star Wars movies before that had a very consistent tone of family, mystery, fantasy, action, drama, all these things, and they played it very well and introduced the Ewoks and stuff like that, and was kind of weird and sort of getting cutesy, but nothing over the top. And then we get Jar Jar as the first thing we see after not having any Star Wars movies for 15 years. And it kind of broke the tone of the original three stories. I think that's why a lot of people that's why I didn't like him. And I think that's probably why a couple other people didn't like him, either subconsciously or consciously. So, I don't know. I put way too much thought into why people don't like Jar Jar Binks, but that's my answer. Magic Wizards asks, do you still do videos on unboxings or fan mail? I want to do more of them. The thing is either they've closed it for me, or I'm going to be closing my P.O. box pretty soon because I don't get anything other than just a bunch of junk mail. And not fans sending junk mail, but junk mail because if you own a P.O. box, you're going to get junk mail. And it's costing me more, and I'm not making enough to keep it open and actively, go and deal with that kind of stuff. So I want to, but I'm currently not because I just don't have the means or time, and those two things don't really line up. So I'd like to, but I'm probably not going to do that for a little while now. So you'll notice in the video descriptions the P.O. box is no longer listed. That's because I don't know if it's actually still active or not, and I don't want a bunch of return to senders going through. So maybe at some point I'll reopen that, and I'll let you guys know, but currently no, but I want to. The Cloud Horse Arts asks, what do you use to make your thumbnails? It depends on the video, actually. So sometimes I will use Final Cut. I actually have a project in Final Cut that is constantly there called TN Project, and I'll just take elements from the video and do it that way. Other times I'll use Photoshop if I really want to put a lot of effort into it. And for reaction videos, actually, for the what was it? the Reddit videos. For the Reddit videos, usually I will just let YouTube's algorithm pick an appropriate thumbnail, and if it's one I like, I'll keep it. If it's one I don't like, then I'll just go and make my own or pick a still out of the video timeline. But normally it's a combination of three things: the algorithm for picking it in YouTube itself, if it's like a reaction video and I don't really care what the thumbnail looks like; Final Cut, if I know what I'm looking for and I know I can make it in Final Cut; or Photoshop if I really want to make it look fancy. Okay, so thing 2 asked 4 questions that I'll read, and the other one is about making shirts. So what is your favorite Black Butler opening? Enamel, the one that they used for Book of Circus. Are you going to upload more on Crespo Photo? Actually, I don't think I will, because at least not for right now, because number one, if I make a new channel and I'm going to post stuff to it, I'm probably not going to post to it for very long. That seems to be the case with a lot of my project things, like when I did the tech side of videos and then I tried the photo side. Every time I make a new channel, I don't post to it too often because I end up doing something on this channel that causes everything to be brought back here. For example, I made that other channel because I was just going to have a fun, make whatever kind of channel, but then I went and deleted a ton of videos off of this channel that really impacted views, watch time, potentially monetization, subscriber count. Like a bunch of things got affected by deleting. Over 10 million, actually, no, 17, was it 17? 17 or, I don't know, like 14, 15, maybe 16 million views worth of videos. So yeah, I brought everything back here because I dramatically nerfed my channel, and so I need all the help I can get. So for the time being, no, I will still be doing photography videos, just here, not over there. One of them wasn't a question, it just said, haven't noticed a change in the quality of the video. That's good. For those of you guys who don't know, my Sony camera that I normally shoot on has been having issues. I sent it out through Geek Squad at the local Best Buy, and they had it for like 30 minutes, said, looks good, and it's coming back. And so when it comes back and does the exact same thing, I'll be replacing it. But for right now, I'm shooting on a Canon, which I hate the color science of Canon and the fact that this one can't do 4K, but that's neither here nor there. I'm getting my camera back soon. Hopefully I'll have a few 4K videos made before I have to send it back again. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. All right, the last question from thing 2 is, where do you live? I'm not going to tell you. I don't feel comfortable sharing my address. I think most people who work online wouldn't feel comfortable sharing their address. So yeah, not going to tell you, other than the fact that it's in Maryland. Cool. If you're in Maryland, you might find me if you're near me. Next up, we're going to move to the community page if I can get to it. All right, so moving over to the community page, we have one from Random Person. Says, if you were a condiment, what condiment would you be? Worcestershire sauce, because it's easily mispronounced, and whenever I tell somebody my actual name over the phone, which is Garrett, they always mispronounce it, so why not continue the trend? I'm the bone of my AMV. They ask, if you magically mastered any instrument immediately, which one would it be? Probably guitar, because I feel like if I magically learned how to play guitar on the same level that I spent 8 years, almost 10, has it been almost 10 years? Almost 10 years learning drums. If I suddenly was at the level that I am with drums on guitar, I feel like I could translate some of those skills over to bass, and then I wouldn't have to spend so much time trying to learn and relearn and practice and retake covers for any of the songs I want to play. So yeah, it's a boring answer, but it'd be guitar. All right, next up is Blue Seekers, and they ask, hey Garrett, if you, for some reason, permanently lost the ability to play drums... Oh no, we're actually sticking with the music theme. I wasn't even trying to do that. All right, so if you permanently lost the ability to play drums, would you still play music and make covers? And if so, on what instrument? I feel like it's the same thing as like where I am right now, where I don't really know guitar too well. So like if you're saying I couldn't play drums ever again at all, I would probably focus more on singing, solely because I feel like the singing one would be pretty fun to do. And I already try to do that. I'm working on a song right now. I'm working on the Gate of Steiner cover. I'm working on the cover for the acoustic version of Dear Agony, which has no drums in it at all. It's one of 2 covers I've done so far that don't have any drums involved. So yeah, we'll see. Actually, no, 3 covers. I also did Friend Like Me. You ain't never had a friend like me. You ain't never had a friend like me. So yeah, it'd be vocals. All right, Lucky Johnny asks, what is your favorite color? My favorite color, so it used to be blue a lot. I loved blue. In fact, my room in my old house that I used to live in when I was a kid was all blue. I think it started to turn more to red and black, but not like one color, like just red or just black, but sort of the combination. In fact, the mic that I'm using, which I'm sure sounds great right now, is red and black. My seat is red and black. The Canon I'm shooting on has some red on it, but is mostly black. The mic is red and black. Yeah, red and black I would say would be the two color schemes. I also liked Ruby Rose's original getup, so yeah, red and black. Toasted Fro, I like the name. Setup tour? If you guys would be interested in that, yeah, let me know. I'd love to do a setup tour. I actually just recently had to get a new monitor because the one that I had been using died that I was using on my gaming setup. So I have a monitor that's a nice monitor. I put it over there, bought another monitor, actually the same monitor. So I now have two matching monitors for my editing setup. So the colors are actually matched correctly, which is nice. But yeah, so I had to get a new monitor. So I might do a setup tour. I'll have to clean my setup because right now I'm in like full production mode for the next like week because I'm just trying to get as many videos cranked out as possible. So it's been a bit of a mess. So once I clean it, yeah, let me know. I'll do a setup tour if you guys are interested. All right, and the very last question of the video comes from Eloise Trancy. You are my favorite character in Black Butler. Oh, I can't believe I just said that out loud. Anyway, they ask, how old are you? I am 25. I will be 26 in August. And having worked in retail as long as I have mentally and in soul, I feel like I'm 70. But yeah, I am 25, coming up on the crossing point where I'm no longer coming up from my 20s and I'm getting towards my 30s. And that's fun. My goal in life is by the time I'm 28 or 29, one of those 2 years, I want to have been voice acting in one show. At least once in my life I want to do that. So we shall see. And that's it. That's all the questions. Thank you guys very much for watching this video. Leave more questions down below. I'm going to try to make this consistent. I want to try to do more of these, maybe not every week because that feels like it'd be a bit too personal and I would run out of things to say. But yeah, definitely leave questions and I will get to answering them in another video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. So if you did, make sure to subscribe. If you're already subscribed, thanks. A like and a comment, leaving a question would be appreciated. But otherwise, guys, hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to like and subscribe. I've said this so many times now, I don't know why I keep repeating myself. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next video. Make sure to be there and have a good one. Oh, and buy a shirt. This not this shirt. This is not the right shirt, but buy a shirt. Buy one of my shirts, please. The ad plays at the end of every video, so just do it. I'm running out of energy. I need to record like 3 more videos. Just do it. In case you guys missed it in every other video that I make and every ending card that I've ever made, I do make shirts, and I've actually got quite a few really cool designs and even more coming out pretty soon. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Hopefully you guys check out a shirt. I'll be running some specials pretty soon, so if you want to wait, that's fine, because I'll be running some specials to save you some money. But otherwise, if you're into anime, you're into supporting a reviewer and that kind of stuff, and you're into cameras and whatever else, go check it out.